Hey everyone, welcome back to Bitcoin Dorks. Today, we've got a sizzling topic for you. JPEX, a Hong Kong-based crypto exchange, is facing a liquidity crisis, and it's all happening amid intense regulatory scrutiny. So, let's dive in. Now, for those who may not be aware, JPEX is one of the crypto exchanges based in Hong Kong, and it's recently come under fire due to a severe liquidity crisis. What makes this situation even more intriguing is that it's all taking place against the backdrop of increasing regulatory oversight. So, what's liquidity and why does it matter? In the simplest terms, liquidity refers to the ability of an asset to be converted into cash quickly. In a crypto exchange, liquidity is crucial because it allows for speedy transactions and more stable prices. When an exchange faces a liquidity crisis, it means they're having trouble meeting the demand for withdrawals, and that, folks, is a red flag for any investor. Hong Kong has been tightening its grip on crypto trading platforms, imposing new rules and compliance requirements. With regulators breathing down their necks, exchanges like JPEX are in a tight spot. Regulatory scrutiny can slow down operational processes and even result in the freezing of assets, both of which can be fatal for liquidity. So what does JPEX's crisis mean for you, the investor? First off, if you have any holdings on JPEX, it might be wise to consider moving them to a more secure platform, at least until the issue is resolved. But beyond immediate concerns, this case brings up bigger questions about the safety and regulation of crypto exchanges in general. Many of you might be wondering, is regulation a good or a bad thing? Well, the answer isn't black or white. Regulatory oversight aims to protect consumers, but it can also stifle innovation and deter smaller players who can't afford the heavy compliance costs. And let's not forget, it can have ripple effects on liquidity, as we're seeing with JPEX. Remember, incidents like this could become fuel for even stricter regulatory action. Lawmakers may view JPEX's liquidity crisis as a justification for implementing more control over crypto exchanges. We're talking about stricter KYC protocols, more comprehensive audits, and maybe even capital requirements. This could transform the whole landscape, making it more secure but potentially less enticing for those who prefer the deregulated nature of crypto markets. The balance between adequate regulation and free market operation is a delicate one, and the ongoing crisis at JPEX casts a spotlight on these intricate dynamics. The situation at JPEX is far from an isolated event, rather, it serves as a microcosm that reveals larger tensions between regulatory bodies and crypto exchanges. It's a complex web that includes concerns about consumer protection, market stability, and the overall health of the crypto ecosystem. What is unequivocally clear, however, the fallout from this liquidity crisis is likely to reverberate beyond the confines of Hong Kong's crypto landscape. While Hong Kong's regulatory decisions have immediate implications for local exchanges like JPEX, they also contribute to an evolving global narrative about how crypto assets should be managed and overseen. Such events are closely monitored by regulatory bodies worldwide, and the actions taken by Hong Kong authorities could serve as a precedent, or a cautionary tale, for regulators in other countries. If tighter regulations emerge as a solution to the JPEX crisis, we could see a domino effect where other nations follow suit, opting for more rigorous control over their own crypto markets. Alternatively, if the crisis leads to negative outcomes such as the loss of investors' funds or a decline in market confidence, regulators globally might take it as a signal to reassess and potentially ease their approach. At its core, the JPEX crisis serves as more than just an urgent alarm for the financial authorities and crypto community in Hong Kong. It acts as a harbinger for what could happen on a global scale in terms of cryptocurrency regulation. This is not merely a localized issue with consequences only for a single exchange or a single jurisdiction. Rather, it's an episode that possesses the capacity to shape international attitudes and policies concerning the governance of digital assets. The situation at JPEX effectively becomes a live case study that policymakers across the globe may scrutinize to determine the efficacy of their own legislative approaches. Its resolution, whether successful or not, will offer invaluable insights into how regulatory bodies should engage with crypto exchanges to ensure both market integrity and investor protection. Such learnings could have far-reaching implications, potentially informing new bills, guidelines, or enforcement strategies in other nations. The outcome of the JPEX saga could substantially impact the ease with which individuals worldwide can engage in crypto activities. Depending on how policymakers respond, we might witness a tightening or loosening of regulations that affect everything from trading volumes and transaction speeds to the kinds of innovation possible within blockchain technology. The effects of this could reach every corner of the globe, touching anyone who has a stake in the crypto market, irrespective of where they live or conduct their financial activities. To wrap things up, let's ponder this. should you be worried? It all boils down to your perspective. If you're rooting for stricter regulations as a means of boosting market integrity, then you might see this as a step in the right direction. But if you're more inclined toward a laissez-faire market environment, this could be a sign of creeping governmental overreach. That's it for today's episode. What are your thoughts on the JPEX liquidity crisis? Do you see it as an isolated incident or a symptom of a bigger issue in the crypto world? Drop your comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video informative. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and keep questioning.